Potter's Journal. Today's video is all about the face. Not mine, but the faces I put on jugs. Let's see what's going on in the studio. Face jugs. So here we go. Not a how-to channel, but let's pretend I am today. You need a brush. How-to. You will need a brush, a fettling knife. This is not a brush, but you need the point on the end for the nose, a needle, sponge, okay, upper and lower eyelids, the eye, I already did that, but here, let me put this on there, just so we see it. 2 of those, lips, eyebrows, and teeth. So here we go. The non-how-to channel. Let me say it. How to make face jugs. I've got some slip in the wheel, potter's wheel, splash, catch pan, and I circle it round the eyes. I did actually score a little bit and put a little drop there to put the eyes in. So once we do that, let's see, I think it's a smaller one that goes underneath on both sides, and give it, let's see, a push in, but at the same time the eye is under there, so not just a push in but the right direction. And I've developed this so that it's all pretty much that method of putting a dovetail handle on a mug. So that means that the clay is fairly wet, the jug is not dry on the outside, but allowed to dry out slowly, so that the inside is not too wet. Because if the inside is wet, when we push especially the teeth on, the jug will push in. So the dovetail in both directions, and then I push the bottom part in a little bit. When I do the nose, I will finalize this under part here. And I'll come in with a wet sponge, but first we'll do the top part. And you're not supposed to let it drip like that. But it might not hurt anything. I have been so busy. I made the 21 face mugs. They were the only ones thrown on the Klopfenstein kick wheel. And then I did the 4-pound jugs. I did 8 of those. And then I did, 8 2-pound jugs back there. Then I did 4 of the 4-pound jugs and 4 of the 9-pound jugs. At least I think. I'll have to go back and count them. And these, I think I started out thinking I was going to make them 14, but that was too much for me to throw on the wheel at this stage of what I'm doing. So these 2 are 12, and they are fairly heavy. And I did trim the bottom, but not upside down. I trimmed them on the bat, standing straight up and down. Okay. And up here I do get that at a nice smooth curving arch angle. Once again, it's that dovetail move. And then we come back with the sponge and round this out. Okay, and below. So I wanted to do some larger ones in 2 pieces. Yeah, so I wanted to make some bigger ones in 2 pieces, but didn't get around to it. Thankfully, I picked up the sketchbook to show you that and reached my head, leaned my head back behind the camera, and the battery just went at that very moment. So I had been working very hard, and I don't know, I don't usually score this, but since you're watching, I will. Been working so hard getting ready for a fall show, didn't think I'd have time to do a video. And this is the last one, and thought, you know, maybe I should. I need to. And then I do put a little extra thicker, and I might be running out of slip at the bottom of the splash pan. A little thicker right there. Thought, well, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can get a video made. If I'd have seen the camera was out. Oh. So, fortunately, I caught that. Now, this is a little soft. He did just push in a little bit, but that's the way it's supposed to be. It's the way that my face jugs get their shape. And then I go around with the slip again. How to make a face jug. Oh, and I don't necessarily watch. There's so many. There's a number of YouTube channels I watch and follow, and some that and occasionally I just go around to see what's out there and what there is. One I don't watch, but I did watch one. I think it was Calder Ceramics. And I'm doing this wrong. I set him on my pants. For his handles, he rolled up a little towel like this and put the mug right there. So, okay, here we go. This is so I don't get my pants dirty. There we go. I don't wear an apron. How to make ceramics. Don't wear an apron. It's going to get covered with dust. Wear your clothes and put them in the laundry. Okay, so here we go, that dovetail thing. From this side and out, and this side and out. And the top will be finished after the nose, but I think I do give that, push it into the side of the pot at this time. And then to do the dovetail thing at the other side, I have to turn it upside down, and it gives me just the right position to go like that. And too bad I didn't clean that off with the swipe, and you'd think I was a pro at this, like I did on that side. And then the bottom I just push in, and then right there where the dovetail went sideways, round that in, and sponge. Okay. And I don't know that I can even see the camera to check to see if you can see any of this, but I have been too busy to get one of my Potter's Journal lifestyle videos put together, where I don't know what we would do. I think I did this once before. Here's something I didn't mention in the parts you will need. You will need a nose, and it's roughly shaped like a nose. How about that? Okay, and then maybe we need a little push there. There is occasionally a little split or crack right there, so if I wanted to think how to fix that, I would. So the slip down between the nose, under the eyes, back and forth. So sorry about giving you a how-to video when we're supposed to be here a Potter's Lifestyle channel. Okay, so get that nose on there. And I've been first giving that swipe up the top. And the two side ones are the ones that really give it a shape, and also tuck a little bit of clay underneath there to finish out the eyes. So there's clay under my thumb, and I'm pulling it around, and it smooths it down in there. So we go one way and the other. Okay. And I think I haven't done, that's the reason I'm doing this, I haven't done it for a long time. That I think my very first, I did it when I did my very first ones. And I had them all lined up in the background. Okay, so give the nose a little shape there, and then this is just a little coming in there and rounding it off into the face. So what kind of Potter's Journal lifestyle we could do with the jug, I don't know. Okay, and now to poke the hole in there, I said this is not a brush, this is a brush, but we're not using it as a brush, we're using the opposite side. So if you caught the tools, the tools list, you will need these tools. And I'm not that there are so many ways you can do this, you don't need these tools. You could use something completely different. So that's why I'm not a how-to, that the tools and the way you do it will affect the pot and the shape and the form. And this is why mine seem to be developing the faces that they have, because of the way I do it and because of the tools I use. Okay, now there's a little thing right here, so this is another time when we flip it and go right in there like that, and right up to the nose. And if you do that just right, there's nothing to fix. I forgot, I usually do the eyebrows right after the eyes before I get down to the teeth. And the handles, I put double handles on these jugs because I wanted them to be bigger, and that helps to give a little more mass to the pieces. They are not, but could be seen as ears or hair or ponytails. Okay, and I wish I had done the bigger two-piece jugs now, because it really took something building up to this. These were nothing. But if I hadn't done the small ones first, the 8 and the 4 4-pound and the 4 9-pound, these might have been a challenge. So now, if I do this again, I'll have to build up to the ones made in 2 pieces that might be that big. Or maybe after the show's over and before Christmas, I can still do it. We'll see what happens. And the spark in the eye. And that's the part that brings them to life. Okay, stop back next week for another video.